In the name of God, hello and welcome to our program, Let's Learn English, based on pictologics. You have seen us, you have seen me and my friends using these pictures, using our great imagination and our 5 senses, making sentences and long structures. I'm not going to take your precious time anymore. I would like to ask my dear friend to come over here and please to choose how many pictures? 2, 3, 4, 5?
Four.
What is your idea?
Since this is the beginning of the very session, well, less number of photos would be fine.
4 would be okay. Okay.
Yeah?
So we'll start with 4 pictures.
Four pictures.
Do you want me to give you 1 card from this part?
Just give me 2 cards.
2 cards, why not?
Yeah? Okay. Thank you.
Sure.
Okay, we just see a town here. We just see a city.
A very big city.
Big city, right? We see a shuttle here
Launching. A space shuttle launching.
It's launching. I think it's a kind of desert.
Desert, yes. A very dry desert. May I ask you to put it there? Yeah.
Put it down?
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
Right. And, well, ball.
It is seaside and, yeah. Okay. We have these, and we have had these pictures before in other programs. Now we think about these. Let's see how we can connect these together and make up series of sentences. Okay, who is the first one? Do you want yourself to start, or do you want others? Other people. Okay, who is first?
Okay.
You, please. We start with you.
At the past, this city.
In the past,
this city was a desert. And
very good. In the past, you see, now we have a historical. Now you're making a flashback. In the past. In the past, this city was a desert or was located in a desert. And
then the desert grows and grows, and men make a city in this and پیشرفت کردن میشه.
And they developed, they progressed, and
they progress and make a shuttle or invent a shuttle and go to space.
And went to space. And what happened to the sand? There were lots of sand in the desert. Okay. So many years ago, or in the past, this city, this was not a city. It was just a desert and full of sand. Yeah. And it grew up, and progressed, developed, and became such a big city. And in the using the modern technology, they made this spacecraft, a space shuttle. Very good. Who is next? Who is next?
I think I'm ready.
You're next. You're ready. So go on.
Well, I would like to complete the sentence of my friend here.
Sure.
Arash. You see, mankind. Okay, it was a desert. I mean, then they just improved. They just developed a very city here, and maybe one day we may be. I mean, a kind of situation in lack of you know, space. I mean, living space. Maybe Earth would be, I mean, full of people.
Full of people.
Or maybe the whole ice in the poles may melt, and then there would be no space, no living space in.
No land.
No land, right, in Earth. So they would use this shuttle to go to outer space and just find a place to, I mean, a land to survive.
To survive, very good, very good. So maybe, yeah, in near future, maybe there won't be enough land for human being to live, and we will need other places, other planets to go and to find using, of course, these space vehicles to go and find new places to live, maybe. Do you think that it is the near future or very far future?
Well, I've heard that scientists are currently working on this issue, but, well, I don't think that...
No, you said the bad disaster which is going to happen.
Yeah. It's not going to happen in near future, actually.
No, not near future.
Yeah, there are lots of land to, you know, in this world.
So hopefully we won't face it in our lives.
Yeah, but you should always, you know, there is always the probability something might have happened. An atomic bomb may be launched, I mean, might be launched, and In that case, that's why the scientists are working.
That's it.
Yeah,
You're right.
That's the reason.
You're right. Very good. Very good. Now, who's next? You.
I go into the space with shuttle, but I can see any city and desert and
Sorry,
sea
but
or
I
seaside.
can see or I can't see.
Cannot.
I cannot see. Very good. I cannot.
I cannot see any city, desert, and seaside or sea.
That's it. Yeah. I will go to the space, to the outer space on this shuttle or by this shuttle, and there I can, or he made use of both. But there I cannot see any seas, any desert, or any seashore, any seaside. That's it. It is very difficult because you can see just the whole planet, the blue and white planet. Huh?
Yes.
Just the blue and white planet, which is very beautiful and which is called the Earth, and not the specific places like the cities or even the countries. You cannot teleport the countries. To teleport means to say, okay, which country is here, which country is here. It is not possible to do this in the outer space. Very good. That was a very good collection. Now, may I ask you to put these down?
Me?
Sure. You have a question?
No,
your turn. I forgot you. I forgot you. I'm really sorry. Now, what have you made with these?
Maybe it's connected. I've heard your
suggestion.
Too. But I want to say that when the people are sitting on their home and just do their job and enjoy their life, the scientists improve the life. They changed that desert to that city, and they try to improve the society and improve them. And one day, my friends say we must go to out of space to be survival. Who want to help us without scientists? I think.
So you believe we can do it on Earth, not without leaving the Earth?
I want to say that even the people don't improve their mind and don't find, I think, wisdom. They don't think more and don't help the society just with a few scientists cannot help us. We must be as a scientist, all of us.
Yeah, that's it. You see his point. When we cannot do anything on Earth, what can we do on the other planets?
Of course.
You're right.
Of course.
Okay, that's it. Yeah, that's.
No, he's right.
Yeah, very good. Very good point. You made your sentence here. Did you? Yes, I remember. Okay, very good. It was a very good discussion. Now it is not just conversation. We have discussion. Means somebody says something, the other person agrees or disagrees, and then we talk about it. Thank you very much. May I ask you to put these down?
Okay, sure.
Now I would like to ask my other friend to come over here, please. It's your turn. How many pictures now? How many pictures?
I prefer 5.
5.
7.
7.
No, make it 8.
8.
8.
8, 7, 5. So let's have 7. The middle one. Huh? Okay. Please, we are going to work with 7 pictures. How many pictures do you want me to give you from this one?
4.
4. Okay. 3.
Thank you.
Let's see what we can make, what we can say about these 7 pictures. We have, let me see, we have this waterfall, beautiful waterfall in the forest, maybe. And
I prefer change it.
you want to change it?
I think it's
Okay, let's keep it. Let's put them together. Let's see. Then we can decide. Different people, different nations, and we have a flock of birds migrating. Maybe very good. A group of birds flying together, and a picture of nature. One more time. Winter. Then we have. Windsurfing, a dog, very good. So 2 animals and some monkeys, chimpanzees. Okay. Any need to change any of these? Or can we think and can we? I think. Now we know how to do our job, so, okay? Let's keep them.
Yeah.
Let's keep them. We think about these. Let's see what sentences we can connect together and make up a story. Who's first? Who's first? You're first?
very difficult.
It is very difficult. Which part is difficult? Ask me. Any questions? Any words you don't know you want to ask me?
Please say another, my friend.
Another one, okay. You want to start. So we listen to you first.
Yeah. As you see, we've got some animals there, and actually we've got human, mankind, and we've got different views. I mean, we've got waterfall, which is green. We've got somewhere, it might be a desert. I mean, the sun, the place that the sun is rising or coming down.
Yeah.
And we've got winter.
Winter.
Well, I can say that, you know, different places, different situations, there are different kind of animals living. But here we've got an exception, which is the human. Human can adapt himself to any place on the earth. I mean, live anywhere. As you see, winter he can live there. We've got the waterfall, the green jungle, he can live there. But for example, those chimpanzees that you can see there, they might not live in a desert, but humans can.
Yeah.
Or maybe that dog and cat that, and that one, the man who's surfing there, maybe a dog cannot even surf on the water, or he cannot live on, I mean, a place close to the sea, but the human can.
Thank you very much. A very good combination of sentences. Now let's see what we have. What?
So, but I don't agree with my friend.
You do not agree? Why not?
It's true. You say it's true. I agree that human can adapt himself with anything, but a very important problem is here about this adaptation. You know, why? Why we said that this kind of animals, the river fall and anything like this, but the human changed their life, changed their changed the nature in its way, in the way that itself like it, to catch the best benefit, all the benefit for itself. So I think the human changed the nature and changed the life of other animals. I say animals.
Do you think it is negative and negative changes?
It's negative because it's completely just for
his own benefit.
Oh, it's his own benefit. I think it's very bad.
What is your opinion? Do you think?
Well, unfortunately, I do agree with him because, well, human, in order to adapt yourself to somewhere, well, you have to change the situation, the place, okay?
And usually it is a negative change. Means you have to, in a way, destroying. Yeah.
It's kind of destruction, destroying the very nature. But if you do it in the good way, I mean, it's not distracting. It's just making a better place for yourself to live. I do agree with you. For example, making factories in jungles, I absolutely agree that it's not something right. But yes, he's right.
Yeah,
but you can adapt. Still, you adapt yourself.
Of course, I had to adapt because to be alive, you must adapt.
You know, this is the difference between us and the animals. We just think, and then we just do it.
And
I think it's a little problem. Why we said that animal cannot think?
He didn't say so. He said animals cannot adapt themselves very easily.
No.
He didn't say animals cannot think.
We just think, we adapt, and to adapt, we just change the situation. That the animal that cannot do. I mean,
the animal we don't allow them to do it.
No, come on, you cannot. The dog cannot make a home for itself.
Maybe you allow it
bricks and things like that.
So
I think they need time.
I think I should. You should help me with this.
Well, that is your opinion. It is not here English. No, it is your opinions. I think animals, if they have time, they can adapt themselves. If they have time.
Of course.
Long time.
How we can do? Why they cannot?
Because of our intelligence.
Why they don't have intelligence?
Well, that is nobody knows. They have a bit of intelligence, but it is not comparable to what we have.
It's hard to do. It needs a long time to do.
Sure. Yeah,
that's the difference between the human.
It is a discussion to be continued, maybe out of the program.
Of course.
Thank you.
Right.
Anyhow, very good. Good. You see, we have used many and very good vocabularies. Most of them you knew. You have learned it in our program. Okay. Who is left? Who is left for the sentence? You're the last one, or you're left as well? Did you talk about this?
Yeah.
Did you talk about these pictures?
Okay.
No. Did you talk about?
No,
you
I
are
don't
going
see.
to talk about.
Yeah.
So we listen to you first, and then we'll have you. Okay. Come on.
Monkeys cannot live in a cold area. They can usually live in hot forest.
Very good.
But cat and dog can live in cold area and hot area.
Both cold areas and hot areas.
Yes.
Very good. May I ask you to repeat? But cats and dogs can live in both hot areas and cold areas. Okay?
Cat and dog.
Cats and dogs.
Cats and dogs both live in hot area and cold area. And birds. What's the meaning of couch?
کوچ کردن. Migrate.
Migrate. Birds migrate in winter to the another warm area.
Warmer places.
And they cannot.
Who is they? The people living here, the nations, different people. Okay.
Yeah.
And the people cannot what?
And the people cannot do this sport
This
in
is
winter.
in winter, maybe. Okay, some people, at least some people cannot do this sport, play this game or whatever during winter. Very good, very good. You see, we have had, I have not memorized, I mean, the whole sentences, so I cannot repeat the totality of what my friend said. Now, very good. Now, what is your suggestion?
Different nations live in different places. Places. Somebody live in a cold place and make a snowman, and some other.
Of course, just the children make a snowman.
Children,
okay, not the adults.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
And some other live near the sea
Very
and
good.
can play this game. And some other near this waterfall.
Near the
others, but all of the nations have a friendship relation with each other.
Most of them do. Some of them don't.
So
Okay.
like this dog and cat.
They are like friends. Very
like
good.
friends.
And what happened to the monkeys?
In
Hot areas, you have
hot areas have monkeys, but
very good.
in cold areas or in deserts we can't
Find
see
any
monkeys.
monkeys. Perfect. Very good. Very good. Okay. Now, what about you? Have you made a series of sentences? Were your sentences like what we made here? I hope. May I ask you to put these down, please? Let's have, again, questioning and answering. I like it. Do you like it? Do you agree to have questioning and answering? Good. Put them down. I will give you one picture. Put it there, and then I want other friends to ask you some questions. Okay. Can I take this one?
Yeah.
Or shall I change it? Is this okay? This one?
How many pictures?
Just one. Cookies and candies and sweets. Who wants to ask the first question? Who wants to ask the first question?
Okay, I would like a very simple question. It's about a word. I mean, I think it's kind of useful for our audience. What do you call the whole products? I mean, there is a name for sweets, candies, and these things. Okay, what do you call it? The question is, I'm looking for a word.
You mean pastry?
No.
Confectionery?
Confectionery.
Yeah, confectionery. Okay.
Yeah.
We had it before. Means,
yes,
different kinds of, If first you say pastry, and of course it means cakes and sweets and everything. Very good,
yes,
confectionery.
So
Yeah.
I should change my question.
So please, another question. Yeah,
Okay.
confectionery means,
Which one of these, the very things that we just have there, the sweets, which one do you prefer? I mean, what kind of cake, for example, do you prefer to eat?
Do we have any cakes here? Okay.
I prefer cake.
Cake.
Ice cake.
In the whole, I'm asking you the whole thing.
You can give us, because now you can give one, let's say, proper name, a specific.
For example,
okay,
do you like cream cake or maybe a very dry cake? We just call it dry.
Dry cake, yeah.
Yes, I prefer dream cake.
Cream.
Dream cake.
Dream cake, maybe. Do we have dream cake? Means a kind of cake you are dreaming of. Why not? Huh? We can have what is a dream cake? Why not? It can imaginary. Imagine it is a let's say new combination. A dream cake.
It must be delicious.
It must be delicious. Very delicious. Very good. Now, whose turn is this now? Whose turn? Yeah. You want to ask?
Okay. In the different place, we
says different places.
In the different places, cook a different sweets. I don't know what in the different places.
Do you know different?
Example, in Tehran, people cook one sweet. یک نوع میشه چی؟
One type of pastry, sweets, cakes.
One kind sweets, and in Tabriz, people make one kind.
Another kind.
Another kind.
We don't know. You see, this is general information, yeah. But we do know that in Yazd and Isfahan we have good pastry. Okay, Yazd. It is a good souvenir. I mean, if you go to Yazd, you can bring some sweets and pastry with specific names, proper names. Yeah, Yazd is maybe the best place. Yeah. We don't. Do you know? You see, when you have the name. We are not going to, for instance, gas is gas. In English, in Persian, doesn't make any difference because we don't have gas in English. So we do not translate. Qorme sabzi is qorme sabzi in English. Kebab is kebab. We do not translate. Means what we have in Persian, what we have in Iran, and we cannot find in other places, there is no change in the name, okay? So names are names and we do not change them. There is no English equivalent for them. You wanted to...
Of course. You suggest, are those candies useful for a fat man?
Fat
man not in any...
Better,
okay,
it is better for them not to eat, or yeah, it is bad for their health.
Why?
Fat man is not eat sweet.
Yeah.
Why?
Because he is very fat.
So
maybe they will make him fatter.
Fatter, so, I know. Because of oil, you know.
That's it, and the sugar.
And sugar, you know,
yeah,
in the heart.
Using, yeah, it is very bad.
Completely harmful for heart.
That's it. Not only for fat people, for everybody. Too much sugar and oil is not good.
Yeah, of course.
Right, right. Now, thank you. May I ask you to put this down? Take another one. Then I want you to ask them questions. Just picture? One. One picture is enough. Yeah, just one picture. Well, okay, very good. Is it good, or do you want to change it?
It's good.
Good. Okay. Now we think about this. We think, and you want to start asking whom? Right? Okay. You, please.
What is he doing now here?
What is he doing now here? Or what is he doing here now?
Actually, he's an astronaut, and right now, I mean, he's just walking in the space.
He's an astronaut. We had this word before: astronaut, spaceman, cosmonaut. We had these before. You remember them. He's an astronaut, and he's now walking in the space. Why is he walking? Is he making any research?
Maybe making a research, but maybe he's just repairing his shuttle or something.
Yeah,
like
repairing
that.
some parts of the shuttle.
Yes, they do that. They've got every day. They just go out for about some hours.
Yeah, and it's very difficult, and they have to be aware of many problems.
But it should be something interesting. I mean, being in space, no sound, nothing.
That is very interesting, for sure. It's very
frightening and interesting.
Yeah, very good, very good. Okay, you want to ask him?
Do you know him?
It can be anybody.
He can be anybody, or it can be anybody. Very good. Do you know him? How can we recognize such a person in such a suit? Suit, you know, the clothes, a special suit, a special clothes. It is very difficult to recognize. It can be anybody, or you would say it can be any astronaut. It can be any astronaut. Very good. He does not know him. Okay. The last one?
When they go to this space?
I don't know about this astronaut, but if you want about the history.
Who was the first one? Who was the first one?
Yuri Gagarin, the Russia astronaut, the first person. But you know, the scientists are when they try to make shuttles and launched it since 1950.
Yeah, it is a very new, almost 50 years. Yeah.
Almost 50 years, and the first person who can walk on the moon was astronaut, American astronaut
Neil Armstrong.
Armstrong, yeah, in 1973, I think.
1969.
69.
I'm quite. I mean, I know the date. 1969. 69. The first man who stepped on the moon. The first man who stepped on the moon, Neil Armstrong, and it was 1969. He does not know this particular astronaut, but the first astronaut who stepped on the moon was Neil Armstrong in 1969. But
because of you know, each year, but a lot of trip, not a human trip, but
to the moon. You mean no?
No, to the space. But last year, a human paid $20 million to add $3 million to a trip to space. In the future, they want to start.
And you know that we have space labs and stations. They can go and they can stay there for a long time.
Of course.
Yeah, people go and they stay for a long time. Yeah. Do you want to live for 2 months in a space station? If it is possible.
Maybe if I can, I'd like to go forever.
Forever? Yeah. You want to live on space?
Yeah, of course.
What is it? What's so appealing? What is it you like?
You know, the Earth is too small in this galaxy. But if you like to live in this, I think, planet, it's too small. And if you have big wishes, I don't know, something, if you want it now more and more, you must have a very big view.
That's exactly what we're doing here. You can have your imagination. In your imagination, you can have travels to wherever, whenever, whatever.
Yeah, of course.
Very good. Now, I hope you enjoyed this program. You see, we do not just make sentences here. We have discussions, and that's the thing which happens when you're learning, when you're progressing in learning. I hope you have enjoyed. You're waiting for us for next session. When we will be here presenting you more sentences. So practice and wait for our next session. Until then, I say goodbye.